So I know I'm late as hell on this one, but the thing is, unfortunately, the update on the whole Kevin Samuels thing, unfortunately, he has died. They confirmed that he had a heart attack. Um, he was with a woman at the time, and he was complaining about chest pains. He fell over on top of the woman, and the woman called 911. And the 911 call, they came unfortunately too late, and he ended up dying in the hospital. So, it's just that just goes to show you how short life is, and it's just sad that he had to go in such a oh my god, in such an unexpected way that people just can't understand. He went from getting his prominence and fame in terms of the coronavirus, when he started just making moves and just becoming famous. Everybody started knowing who he was, and that whole average at best, and him trying to be a voice for black men and just instill this high value mentality. Do you understand, right? A lot of the people who were watching Kevin Samuels um, videos about high value men, they were not high value men themselves, but the high value man is the idea of what a lot of these black men strive to be. This is what they wanted to be. He was an example of a high value man, and he was the example of what every man wanted to be. But you have to put in work to become that. And to put that image, on the mainstream, to be like, this is what it is that black men should aspire to be, that's something that is very noble, because all we have as black men to look up to are the athletes, the thugs, the drug dealers, and people who are just basically like, if you're not that, then you are not seen as a man. You are not seen as cool. You're not seen as somebody who is worth any time of day. But the high value man thing, when he came up with that, it was just something that was a game changer. It's something that black men can look up to and strive to be, instead of trying to settle for mediocrity and just being the type of person who has no type of ambition. Like, there are some people who are high value that watch the show, but then there are people who watch the show that were not high value, that tried to be, that strive to be, that were high value in training, and just people who looked up to his words of wisdom. And he was like that father figure that a lot of men did not have. And see, he was what they call the Godfather of the manosphere. And he left this world with a positive image of the standard of high value that black men should try to look up to being. I mean, just even though he's gone, the message that he has should not be gone. High value man should still be something that we as black men strive to be, regardless of if he's around or not. It's just, I just, oh my God, man. I mean, I watch Kevin Samuels from time to time, but I just got to start watching more of his content, just so I can be able to, you know, God, just so I can be able to just discover the true meaning of his messages. Because sometimes, whenever you watch something the first time, it's like watching a movie, right? You watch a movie once, and then the more you watch a movie, the more you begin to understand things that you never had the ability to understand. The more you keep watching it, man. The more I watch a movie, the more I understand it, the more of an analysis I can pick up on what it is that he was saying and the message that he was trying to convey. I just can't believe it. His rise to fame was quick, and then it's just gone, man. And that's crazy, man. How do you even, like, God, it's just like what Beyonce was to a lot of these women is what Kevin Samuels was to these men, bro. Like, these men, oh my God, he was everything that these men aspire to be, and he was somebody that you could learn from, his flaws, and things that made him who he was. You're able to learn from that to become a better person, just his drive and just everything that he stood for, man. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, maybe I'm not making any sense, but at the end of the day, it's just sad that he's gone, man. And Hopefully, there could be somebody who, there could be somebody who, but do you understand? He was the only person with the strength enough to bring all of these male-related topics into the forefront in the media to have people actually have the discussion about it, man. He was the forerunner. He was a spearheader. Like, had he lived a little bit longer, can you imagine him having a talk show on daytime television and like Oprah, or like his version of a show, but like for men? Like, God, it would have been so awesome, man. The things that could have been, man. He was going places, man. I just, I just can't believe he's gone, man. God, I can only imagine Kevin Samuels in heaven being a gatekeeper, being like, you have all these things going on in your life. What makes you think that you're qualified to go to heaven? Oh man, the same way that he used to do, being a matchmaker and just being like telling these women that you're 39 with 2 kids, you're 250 pounds. What makes you think you're deserving of a high value man? It's just, I don't know, man. I can only imagine him just, and what really makes me upset about the whole thing is just, it's like a lot of these women, they're celebrating this man dying as if he was fucking Hitler. As if you would think this man is fucking Hitler. You would think he was fucking Kim Jong-un. The way these black women are just cheering and celebrating. Oh yes, he's dead. Fuck him. Ha. He's in hell. Like, what is wrong with you? I mean, because you didn't like what it is that he said, you want to make fun of him dying? His death? He died alone. He died a low value death and all this stupid shit. Like, God. It's karma that he's dead. But like, the same thing is going to happen to you. I mean, Kevin Samuels is dead, but you're still fat. You're still alone. You still don't have a man. You're still broke. You still have kids from dudes that ain't shit. I mean, your life is still the way it is. Nothing changed about your life. And now you're upset. I mean, you're happy that a man has died that was giving you relationship advice that you didn't have to listen to. You didn't have to watch this man. You didn't have to tune in his channel and get offended by the shit he was saying. You chose to watch him. You chose to do all of these things to watch a guy that you were openly offended by. You would like, nothing about your life has changed, and you're still as miserable and lonely as ever. And you're just, I just don't get it, man. These women are just over here just happy as fuck that a man that they didn't have to watch died. How does that improve your life? We don't have to listen to him anymore. You didn't have to listen to him when he was alive, dumbass. But, these women are stupid, and they don't know how to not listen to things that offend them. They don't know how to turn off a fucking computer. They don't know how to turn off and just go watch something else that makes them happy. Because there's a lot of truth in what it is that they were saying. Hit dogs holler, and it flies. Like the shit that they say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Nah. It applied to them, so that's why they're offended, man. These women are not used to taking any kind of accountability for anything that they say or do whatsoever. So that's why they're so upset. They're so mad at everything that this man is saying, because it's like they're so used to having simps kiss their ass and listen to everything that they say and agree 100% with everything I say. If you don't, then you hate women. If you try to hold women accountable, you're a misogynist and all this crazy shit, man. All these Cynthia G's over here talking about he's dead and fuck him and he died a low value death. Like, fuck out of here, man. These disgusting, disease-ridden, low value hoes are just dumb. They have no integrity, no respect, no accountability, none of that shit, man. They're just, it just makes me sick having to watch those women talk shit. But at the same time, whatever. They're mad because what he's saying is true, I mean, but this man, like, they're not even taking into consideration. This man had daughters. This man had, his mother has to celebrate, his mother had to celebrate Mother's Day without a son. No one gives a fuck about that. all they care about is you say something to hurt my feelings, so fuck you. That's how disgusting and narcissistic and just self-centered and arrogant these hoes are, to where their feelings matter more than somebody's life, man. But, I guess rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. He made a small difference. He made a big difference even though he had little bit of time to do it. But, I just feel like the message is important, and I feel like whoever the baton gets passed to next should be somebody who should be able to surpass Kevin Samuels and, make this manosphere message, red pill message, all the messages that, promote the, that promote the message of men's rights and all this shit. I just want them to be able to surpass Kevin, to be able to make this more mainstream than it is. Kevin Samuels the only person who came close to doing it. Now it's time for somebody else to take on that mantle. I would say that Tommy Sotomayor could be the next person, but the thing is, he's not somebody who, he has the message, but the image. See, that's the thing. That's why Kevin Samuels, in my opinion, was more successful than Tommy, because Kevin Samuels has the image. See, the thing is, Tommy Sotomayor is better at conveying the message, but he doesn't have the image to go along with it. Kevin Samuels has more decorum and the way that he presented the message than Tommy. If Tommy could work on his decorum, then maybe the message would be more mainstream. But the thing is, Tommy, I believe he's more, Tommy is more skilled in speech than Kevin, but the decorum, this is like, screw the decorum. That's probably why Kevin Samuels was more successful at it than Tommy. But, it just, the most important thing really is not even really to try to be like Kevin Samuels, but it's just to take the message and the advice that he's given to everyone in the manosphere to become your own person, to be the best version of you can be. You don't have to be Kevin Samuels. You don't have to replace Kevin Samuels, but it would be best if we could become high value in our own way by being the best version of ourselves out there that there is. Well, I'm starting to run out of things to say, but that's pretty much all I have to say. But until then, I'm out. You already know what it is, Mr. Underdog Soldier, and I approve this message. And if there's anything else that I need to talk about, I'll probably put it a part 2. But I think right now I'm just a little bit sad, man. I'm a little late on this news. I've been knowing he was dead for a while, but I just got to make the video to just show my, send my condolences and just say my rest in pieces and whatnot, and just, oh my God. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. But until then, I'm out. You already know what it is. It's the Underdog. I approve this message, man. I guess it is true when they say that Red Bull gives you wings. Rest in peace.